In the state committee meeting which we held today, based on the proposal that was given by the state committee, a number of resolutions were taken in my presence today in the meeting that was held in Nethu Resort. The first resolution that we took today officially was to support the candidature that is being proposed and sponsored by the NDPP for the Lok Sabha Elections. We have decided as a National People's Party to endorse that candidature and as a party to support the candidature that has been proposed by the NDPP in the true team spirit of the NDA. As you're aware, the NDA partners have expressed similar support to the different political parties of the NDA who have sponsored candidates in different parts of the Northeast. The NDA partners are supporting each other in those states also. For example, in Meghalaya, the NDA partners are supporting the candidature of the NPP. In Arunachal, the NDA partners are supporting the candidature of the BJP. And also in Outer Manipur, the NPF has met me today and they have urged for us to support. And officially we have discussed with the Manipur unit also of the NPP, and our MLAs have also expressed, then the parties expressed that they will support the candidature of the NPF in Outer Manipur also. So hence, this is the spirit in which the entire NDA is today working. And it is in that spirit that we met the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland, Mr. Rio, and we have handed over that resolution to him. And we have expressed, as I said, our full support for the candidature that is sponsored by the NDPP. Apart from that, we have discussed other issues related to the overall coalition and the working of the coalition. And those are, of course, matters which are more internal. And therefore, I do not wish to discuss those in details. But certain concerns have been expressed, and those have also been shared with the Honorable Chief Minister of Nagaland. We had a very, very positive meeting. In the meeting, there were also representatives from the other coalition partners like the BJP. And as I said, in front of them, also we discussed all the details about the election. And as I said, once again, we are very happy to give our support to the NDPP candidate and in the spirit of the overall team NDA. So this was the real purpose of my visit. Apart from that, of course, I've had detailed discussions with our honorable MLAs and our party leaders regarding organization and strengthening of the party. Many discussions took place on that also, and certain decisions and resolutions, which are again internal matters of the party, have been taken. And we will work hard to ensure that we organize the party in a stronger manner also in the state and in the region of the Northeast as a whole. So these were the discussions and the decisions that were taken today.
We were told, we were informed that you came to meet the State Chief Minister Nephew, not only for another matter. So you were to ink an agreement or something. Was there anything?
No, there was no agreement as such. It was mainly the election-related issues. But yes, of course, as I said, in coalition, there's always a lot of issues and concerns are there. Which is there in every coalition. I also run a coalition of almost 7 parties, 6 parties now in the state, and therefore there are always complications. We use this opportunity to discuss those issues and concerns which our MLAs and our party leaders had, and shared those concerns and requested the intervention of the Honorable CM to resolve some of those issues. So that was all. It was not really any kind of agreement as such. It was normal coalition-related matters.
Sir, my question is, I'm from Global Window. Sir, now that your party, NPP, giving a full support to the PTA government led by Rio, but whereas your elected legislators has not been given any responsibilities. So in that regard, so is your party just willing to go ahead like this, or do you expect that the elected 5 legislators will be assigned at least some portfolios in the coming days?
So, running a coalition is not always very simple. As I said, I've also run a coalition and I run a coalition now. There are challenges always in coalition. And we respect those challenges. But at the same time, obviously, as coalition partners, we also expect certain kind of responsibilities, as you said correctly, being given to us. Well, working with the government is in itself a responsibility, and taking care of our constituencies is a responsibility, which we are doing now, and we are getting certain support from the Honorable Chief Minister and the government. And while we do get that, we do expect, and our expectations are there in other forms also, as you said correctly, in terms of having some kind of responsibility being given to our MLAs. We have urged the Honorable Chief Minister to consider that and to see how our legislatures who are very experienced, some of them are maybe new, but they have got large experience in terms of public service, and therefore their expertise can be used for the overall betterment of the government. And so we have urged, this was also part of the discussion, since you've asked a question, we can share with you that this was part of our discussion today with Honorable Chief Minister. And he has definitely agreed to consider and look into the matter. There are challenges, there are many partners, and hence he has to balance out the entire prospect. But as coalition partners, it was our duty to express those concerns, and we have expressed that also. And we do expect that we'll get some response in a positive way.
There seems to be a rift in the state party, NPP. We are hearing word that the party workers are also not very happy, and more importance is given to the elected members. So, do you have anything to say on that?
You see, there is always rift in every political party. Let's not be naive out here. We do know that all political parties, politics is there in all the aspects of governance and in all political parties. The idea is to try to bring them together, and the idea is to really figure out how we can carry things forward and move things forward. So you're right that there may be concerns. We see this in all political parties. We face this even in our state, and even in our political parties. And that is actually the nature of democracy in one way, we can say. So therefore, everybody expects that their voice will be heard, their concerns will be addressed, and they will be given the importance. But it cannot happen in a manner in which everybody can be. So therefore, these concerns are being addressed. I assure our party leaders, I assure our MLAs that whatever we do, we will be doing what is in the best interest of the party, and more importantly, what is in the best interest of the state and the people. And that is what should be driving us. Hence, these kind of concerns will be there. But I'm happy to say that while these concerns and drifts may be there, the party is working as a team, and we are having a good president who has taken everybody on board and calls and discusses these matters. He has, in fact, played a very important role in ensuring that I come personally this time to meet Mr. Rio and the party leaders, so that we can discuss all these concerns and these matters are there. So therefore, I don't want to go too much into details, but like any other political party, there are concerns which will always be there. But as a party president, it is my duty and responsibility, and our party president's responsibility, to address those concerns and issues, and we will address them as they come up.
Currently in Nagaland, we have what they call an oppositionless government. But one of the essential aspects of democracy is having a very vocal or strong opposition. I believe, despite getting any portfolio or as as advisor or in an advisory role, the party still decided to to support the Nepulio-led government. Why didn't you opt to sit in the opposition bench?
Yeah, there are two ways in which you can work in a government. One is with the government, and one is, of course, as an opposition. If you recall from late Mr. P. S. Sangma's time, from the time of NCP, that time we were in NCP, and then we had formed the NPP. My late father, who was our leader, has always worked closely with Mr. Rio. And that is one relationship that he had always respected. And obviously, as a tradition and as a legacy, we ensure that we are with our coalition partners. We fight elections against each other just because that's a democratic process. But we also respect all relations. And therefore, when we discussed with Mr. Rio, and we asked for different kind of aspects on how we will be able to move forward and work together, especially keeping in mind our MLA's concerns about the constituencies. We received positive response from Mr. Rio saying that yes, we'll work together, we will support your MLAs, and we will work towards the development agenda that your party has and this coalition has. And hence, based on that, and based on the discussions we had with the party leaders and the discussion we had with our MLAs, we all unanimously decided at that point in time that we should work closely and continue the tradition earlier that we had worked with Mr. Rio from before, to continue that tradition. So therefore, we are working in that. But let me also put in a point here that while working with the government, of course, when the issues come up of the people and concerns come up, we will address those concerns and issues also. It's not that we will always agree on everything that government is saying. Whenever and wherever necessary, if there are certain issues that need to be taken up for the larger interests of the people, the National People's Party will never shy away from those concerns and issues, and we will take them up in the right earnest. But obviously, as I said, we will try to resolve those issues first, being coalition partners. But wherever necessary, as I said, we will take a stand to take the issues of the people and the concerns of the people forward.